We are here in the wind tunnel known as Toronto Motorsport Park with DriverMod Phil and his Ecotec swapped Miata. I think you guys know what's coming. So this is a, what, LE5?
LE5, yeah.
Out of what car?
Pretty much everything from 06 to 2010. Chevy Cobalt, Pioneer G6, Solis, Saturn Sky.
Okay.
Pretty much every GM four-cylinder.
You pulled it out of a junkyard?
I got this out of a Saturn Aurora.
A Saturn Aurora?
Yeah.
Ooh, you got it out of Grandpa's car pretty much. And it's rated at how much horsepower?
From the factory, 175.
Okay.
At the flywheel. Yeah.
Okay. And installed and tuned and all that, what do you figure it's making?
We're hoping to hit 200 wheel.
Okay, yeah. 200 wheel, that's going to make this car pretty quick.
Yeah, and 200 wheel torque.
Wow, that's a healthy, it's 2.4 liters, that's
yeah.
right? So it's a fairly big jump in displacement. So tell the internet how and why this happened, Phil. Why did you want to do this swap and how difficult is it?
Well, my motor was junk. It was kind of on its last legs, burning oil and blowing smoke and that type of thing. And I didn't really want to pay like $3,000 to rebuild it.
I'll make it rain all day long.
And I didn't really want to put another BP motor in because that's not an upgrade. So MT Motorsports was down the street. They make the swap kit.
Yeah.
And yeah, the motors are cheap. They make good power. It was probably the most affordable engine swap option by a long shot.
So what does it cost to do this swap, you figure?
45.
Okay.
The way I did it with power steering.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if someone wants more information, they go to, what is it, EcotecMiata.ca?
Yeah, EcotecMiata.ca.
Okay.
Yeah. The kit comes with an Ecotec Miata oil pan, Ecotec Miata engine mount, Ecotec Miata bell housing and flywheel adapter.
Yeah.
And you stick everything on, close it in.
So you use the Miata gearbox.
Yeah.
Which is a nice gearbox, so why wouldn't you try to use that?
Yeah.
This was like the first major engine swap you've done?
The running joke is that this is the first power mod I've ever done.
First power mod. Start with the whole engine swap. Why not? I like your thinking. You're my kind of guy.
Yeah.
And this took place over the winter. Is that right? Or last fall, winter?
Beginning of July.
Okay.
We put the engine in 5 days.
Okay.
And then over the coming months, we did the wiring, and the exhaust work, and the coolant routing, and the belts, and the everything.
Yeah, sure. It takes time.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want more information on the swap, Phil wrote a series of stories on our website. We have a website, everybody, speed.academy, no .com on the end, it's just speed.academy, because we're that good at URLing. And he's written, I think, 8 or 9 stories for us. It chronicles the whole thing in great detail, so we won't bore you anymore with that. We'll take a quick walk around the car, and then we're going to rip some hot laps. Actually, before we do that walk around, let's talk about this cool looking header, because people are going to want to know why that header looks so cool.
That is a Megan racing header for Cavalier, modified for that swap.
And the radiator is a big aluminum unit from, you were saying, a CX Racing?
CX Racing, yeah.
CX Racing, okay.
Yeah.
I can see a Racing Beat front sway bar tucked away down there. What's going on with these nice orange knobs you've got here?
Those are the Zeta coilovers from 949 Racing.
Okay.
They're basically AST shocks with hyperclaw springs.
Okay. Do you know the spring rates offhand?
700 in front, 400 in the back.
Okay. That's similar to my RX-8 was set up like that too. Yeah. Almost the same chassis. Don't tell everyone, but they're very similar. All right, and wheel and tire package. This, everybody, is the Koenig dial-in wheel that I got for Phil to thank him for writing all those stories for us. It's a 15 by 9 inch flow-formed wheel, lightweight. I don't know the exact weight. It's probably around 11.5 or 12 pounds. Do you know offhand?
12.5.
12.5 pounds, which is pretty damn amazing for a 15 by 9. And you wrapped it in a Hankook RS4, the latest and greatest from Hankook. I've never tried them before, so that'll be cool to see how they feel. Anything else here? Brakes? What have you done to the brakes?
Hot HP plus pads, Doppler fluid.
Okay.
That's about it.
The usuals? Okay. Inside I see a Sparco seat. That's enough talk. Let's go rip some tech. Ecotec! So we've got angry Mustangs and Corvettes. Got a 370Z, a 370Z, a 335i. Let's go teach them a lesson, Phil. Not really, I wasn't trying to psych you out. Man, it doesn't sound like a Miata, does it? No, it's got a very different engine note. So what does it rev to? 7K, okay.
Yeah, stock red line.
That's pretty good. It's torquey as hell.
Yeah, well the one big thing I have over this this makes torque from like 2000 all the way to 7.
Wow. So nice flat power band.
Yeah, like just torque. There's no like peak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels fast. So you've had it out to the track once before, is that right?
Yeah.
And it was doing some things that needed some tuning?
Yeah, so the power steering line melted a bunch of wiring.
That'll happen.
So I'm hoping to not have that happen today.
Yeah. I'll be gentle, don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I find this car's got an open diff.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny, I know. But I find that corner, like when I'm on it,
yep,
is the only corner where I have like the, you know, the outside, like the inside wheel.
Yeah, the one wheel peel.
Begin to slip out.
Otherwise, like, you don't get one way peel here?
Not really.
Oh man, you're not trying hard enough. I'm pretty sure I'll get some one wheel peel there, but I'll give you my professional opinion in a moment. But I suspect it will benefit from a diff, but I don't think it's going to be undrivable without it by any means.
A diff is coming.
Yeah.
Eventually.
For sure. Tires feel sticky.
I don't really know if this is too quick. I'm trying to kind of take it easy.
Yeah, no, this is good. You want to make me sick before I drive your car. While lacing up my racing shoes, we decided it was a good idea for Phil to go turn a few laps just to give the car a bit of a shakedown. I figured Phil understood that meant a couple of sensible hot laps, but instead he decided to go for a 10-lap race. Top marks for enthusiasm, but I gotta give him a D- for time management. Phil's in a dogfight with his Z. Hey, come off the track! What's up? Come off the track, Phil! Come off the track!
Yeah, like, there's a lot of traffic out there.
You were racing, Phil. Let's just admit what was happening out there.
Like, I get behind traffic and then
You're a young man in a modified Miata and you got into a race. Alright guys, I don't know if you can hear me. I've got no roof on the car, so I won't be able to talk much during the lap, but we'll see how this baby rips. Phil went and did a ton of laps and picked up a little bit of a misfire. We think it's just a loose wire that he's fixed, so hopefully I get a clean lap in here. There's a lot of traffic tonight. I don't think I'm going to be setting the car's ultimate lap time just based on the amount of cars that are here, but I'll give it a good old-fashioned thrashing and see what she does. Despite that GM engine transplant, as you can see, this is still very much a Miata with the expected neutral handling, oodles of grip, quick steering, and a willingness to party. The Ecotec engine definitely gives this old NB some extra jam, but power delivery wasn't quite as snappy as I'd hoped it might be. As Phil readily admits, there's definitely still some work to do for this LE5 to make anywhere near his goal of 200 wheel horsepower, but as it sits, it felt more like 150, maybe 160 wheel horsepower to me, which is still a nice upgrade over that old BP engine. And apparently more than enough power to give an Evo 10 a run for its money, as well as passing a bunch of FRSs and BRZs. This Miata really does deliver a lot of performance for the money. Just in case you're wondering, I did actually finally get past that Evo 10. It was a lot slower in the corners, but obviously had a lot more jam in the straights. I guess he decided to look in his rearview mirror eventually. Anyway, we made another kill there, people. Nice work, Ecotec Miata. God damn, this guy's gonna hold me up now. Crom!
Power pleases you, Crom. So grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
Well, that was a lot of fun. So much traffic, I couldn't get a clean run in anywhere, but the car has a ton of potential. The car definitely has a 122 in it, I think. A 121 might be pushing our luck. It's a lot of fun though. I mean, I know Phil didn't build the car to be a time attack record-setting machine. It's built to be fun, and it's definitely achieved that. It's a hoot to drive, as you would expect with a Miata with more power. We're gonna call it a night on the DriverMod Phil Ecotec Miata experiment. It was a fun night. The car is super fun to rip. Unfortunately, there was so much traffic out there, we really couldn't get any good data on the car. I think I only did a 1:24.5, which is at least 2 seconds off what this car has in it, with a clean track and a little bit more time to like prevent oil from puking on the tires, prevent the wires from shortening out, and the battery from coming loose. He's a young man. He's gonna sort it out. How fast do you want me to go? Give me a lap time.
121.
I don't think I could do that.
No, for real though.
You just set me up. I can't win.
I want to know what it can do.
Well, I'll do my best, but I can't promise anything.
All right.
I'm old and grumpy and tired, Phil.
All right.
All right.